Ahoy shipmates, this is Amy from Cruise Craze Fam. So last week I made a video about Carnival absorbing P&O and I talked about some of the possible changes that could be happening as a part of that. So today I thought I'd quickly put together a video to talk about that. So firstly, I want to credit Adrian, the cruise and travel guy, for this information. He did reach out to Carnival for some clarification over some information because there was a lot of questions, and I talked about it in the video as to what's going to change with the dining. Is it going to be Guy's Burgers? Is the entertainment going to change? So a lot of people have been asking these same questions. So Adrian is also a travel agent as well as a cruise vlogger. So he reached out to Carnival for some information and they came back to him with some information. So the information that he has got from Carnival is basically the new Carnival Adventure and the Carnival Encounter, the ships that they are keeping. So the Pacific Explorer is going away, but the two ships that they are keeping, nothing's changing. Basically, so the key points is Byron Beach Club, which is an upcharge. So that's more like the premium kind of area. You pay extra. It's a little bit more upscale. So that's going to remain the same. All dining options will remain the same. P&O Edge Adventure Park. So that's the one I mentioned where there is the zip line or flying fox, whatever you want to call it. It's rock climbing. There's walk the plank. There is the Titanic experience. So you go to the front of the ship and you do the Titanic thing and they take a photo and all that. So all of that is remaining the same and they will still be charging for that. Entertainment will remain the same. Crew will remain the same. And the existing price structure where surcharges apply for certain facilities and dining options will remain the same. So there was a big uproar when P&O started charging $8 for their Eggs Benedict. Looks like you'll still be paying $8 for your Eggs Benedict. Let's unpack this. On Carnival, you have Guy's Burger Joint, you have free pizza, you have free ice cream. On P&O, they have a partnership with New Zealand Ice Cream, which is an upcharge. So it looks like that's staying too. Okay, so what I take from this, so the P&O people, so the diehard P&O who love P&O, they'll be glad that things are changing. They'll be a little bit sad because it's not P&O anymore. It'll now be Carnival. And things might be slightly different. The entertainment might be slightly different, So I think they'll be a little bit upset in some ways. Honestly, I think it's just going to be the same as P&O, just with a Carnival ship. It's going to have the Carnival, the blue on the front. They'll probably paint it the same as all the other Carnival ships. I think it's just going to be a P&O ship with a different color scheme. What I do take from this though, say you have someone from the States who is like, let's go on a bucket list trip to Australia. So let's book a 10-day cruise to Fiji on the Carnival Adventure, for example. So they get on there expecting to have Guy's Burger Joints. They don't want to pay $15 for a burger and chips at Luke's, if that's what it still is. And then they'll be expecting free pizza at midnight after they've got done in the nightclub. And then they realize it's $12 for a pizza on P&O. They just want to go get an ice cream. That's $7 for an ice cream. So you can see where the extra charges will kick in. They order an Eggs Benedict. That'll be $8, thank you. This is going to be a massive shock to them. They're not going to have the main dining room experience with the dancing waiters, which a lot of people love. Don't get me wrong, the food's great. And I'm glad the dining rooms aren't changing because I do enjoy those dining rooms. But it's not Carnival. What are they going to think when they come over and they get on the ship and it's completely different? So I think there's definitely pros and cons you can take from this. Honestly, I think it's a cost-saving measure. This is my personal opinion. I think what they are doing These ships were only just brought into the fleet after the pandemic. So they've only recently been fixed up and done up, and they're in great condition and they're good looking ships. For them to change it to Carnival, for them to add a Guy's Burger joint, for them to add a Red Frog Rumba or a Red Frog pub, that's going to cost a lot of money. For them to get rid of the ice cream place and all of this stuff costs money. So I honestly think it's just easier for them to give it a new paint job, call it Carnival. So I titled that last video, funnily enough, Fun Aussie Style, after they've got the Italian, the Costa ones, which is fun Italian style. So this is fun Aussie style, I guess. They're just taking the P&O ships and calling it Carnival and giving it a paint job. So I'd be interested to see what your thoughts are on this. So just chime in. Let us know. Do you think this is a cost-saving measure? Do you think this is a good thing? Do you think this is a bad thing? I'd love to hear your opinions. So pop it down below. Another thing that Adrian asked is about the ports, because I mentioned about us here in Melbourne and also Adelaide and Perth losing the Pacific Explorer. So another thing Adrian did ask is, what about us? What they have told him is they are keeping all the itineraries that are in place through what they've got booked in right at the moment, which is through to 2026. And then they will look at other options for ports. So they might send some ships down this way, but nobody really knows at this point. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. We do have some P&O and some Carnival cruises coming up later this year. So make sure you subscribe so that you can be notified when they come out, and we'll keep you updated with this constantly moving situation. Thanks for watching.